It's morning time. It's like 8:42 in the morning. Getting stoned. Waking up alone and getting stoned. That's what we do with this world, huh? So I'm watching this Yoad Nevo. He's mixing early digital and analog rave music vibe. It says 90s mixing like it's 1992, and I'm like, sweet, you can see what it's like, what the old style was. And I thought for sure he's gonna do like a whole recording on the old vintage gear and show like why they sound different. You know what I mean? Like what rave music sounded like back then. You know what I mean? Like in the clubs and stuff versus like the nuances we can get now, and why there were some advantages to the old way, and why we go with the new way. Got some light on you there. Hang on, let me get some light off of you. How about that? Blind you with science, not with light. How about that? All right, there we go. My dazzling array of cunning stunts, as opposed to my stunning array of stunning artifacts. Anyways, so I know a bunch of dirty jokes like that. So I'm sorry. It's just if you don't know those dirty jokes, then you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But I've been at it since I was 7. So I know some dirty shit. All right. So, anyways, like the first Marine, he cooked the bead. Inky dinky parlay foo. All right. So, nuance is what seems to be all about now. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, there's a thing about home studio. I'm part of the home studio forum. Is this shrunken? Okay, it's just sitting up high. Camera's up. Okay, the camera. That's why. All right. So home studio on Facebook. I'm one of the groups there. I don't really do like Instagram or that shit. I only have Facebook because of there's a thing to win that contest. I needed Facebook. I tried to submit it by email because I never, ever, ever wanted a Facebook. Like, ever. I had a MySpace. That was cool by me. I put my music up there. You could do so much more stuff with MySpace. Someone needs to make like a safer. Never mind. Um, so the final part of KIND. I got it, man. I got it. I finally got that final part. It's gonna tie it all together. Holy shit. Yeah. All right. So with KIND, your personal page is free. We pay for it by the users, the professional, like the ones that are by professional. I mean, if you're a local band and you're using it to advertise, kick us a little bit, man. Huh? Where you can advertise on a global, statewide, however big scale, free. Kick us a little bit. You get the cover charge that night. If it seems to be bigger than usual, kick us a tanner. You know, give back to the system. It's not that hard. If you don't, it ends in entropy. So what ends up happening? Someone has to pay for all that shit, right? Because you won't. But then it becomes to the point where the person who's paying for everything is kind of hosting the party. And you're just a guest now. It's our sound system. It's our recording shit. It's our this. It's our that. You're not just an artist showing up, and you need us way more than we need you. Right? You need us way more than we need you. And that's where the money comes in. So we take in $5 at the door. It's our PA, our electricity, our sound guy, our agent, our promotion, all of our shit. You owe us. So $5 at the door. That's 5 guys we got working for us to do that shit. And you want a whole cut? You see how many people were here tonight? You got to see us. Were they? About next Tuesday, when they're all here again. Look, same crowd. They have no loyalty to you. They have a loyalty to a good time. Matter of fact, in the record industry now, if we fuck you over now, by the time they finish having their good time, whatever happened to so and so band? Oh, their business people fucked them over hard. Their people were talking about their success, and then rumors started leaking of this, and they couldn't get book gigs here, and they couldn't book gigs there. Then contractually, they're forced to put out an album. It wasn't an album they wanted to do, but the producers said they had a better vision for their. How many times has that happened? So many times. How many times they buy your album just to shelve it? Hmm? Because it's too similar to something out there that they're really pushing. They want that to be the number one. Right. But the Beatles already got that. It is a hit song. Had you written it for the Beatles? Tell you what, the Beatles haven't put anything out in a while. We'll release that song now. Yeah. Everyone will think it's the Beatles any fucking way. So it'll sell just as good. And the listeners are such perusers, and they're so busy living their lives. This is a great song. Who is this? Well, you're on the radio or you're on TV. You're a millionaire. I'm not on the radio. I wish I could get on the radio so I'd have the money that they do. You see the video? They're living such a great life. Well, you can tell by the video they're having fun. Tell by the video he's suicidal. Oh, he's sad. Oh, he's looking rough. He looks like he's been doing drugs for like a good 4 or 5 weeks in a straight, and they just put him on the fucking stage. Why would you even come out like this? Why don't you get straight, dude? Contractual obligation. You could just do whatever you want. To sue you, you're Lane Staley. They'll sue you for $14 million, which is what you're worth. And you'll lose. Because contractually, you signed the paperwork. So you can take everything back? Yeah. Well, get your ass up there on stage and sing, dude. It's a lot of money. Oh, your girlfriend died. Go get another one. You know how many girls out there want to fuck you? Right, I'm sure there's tons of other girls that want to do heroin with you, man. What's the big deal? You lost one. You were cheating on her anyways. She was cheating on you. You knew, and she knew. That's what you guys like to do. Okay, no, I don't know what you guys had together before you got signed and whether or not she liked you because you're you. Yeah, choose their own. You don't get to choose how I live my life. You get to choose how you live yours. As far as Nuance goes, between 1992 and this was 6 days ago, 2025, there should be so much difference in the mixes, right? I mean, we can sidechain, now we have compression, we have AI fucking tools, we have all this other stuff that help us with mixing. We have professionals like Yoad with big ass Neve boards and the best of the best of the best. And the keyboards, I mean, they've got stellar keyboards. And look at that. Here, let me show you. He doesn't have just the emulations of the fucking stuff. This is Yoad Nevo. He's got the actual fucking rack mount of stuff. He's got the actual keyboards. He's got the actual everything. Famous people come to that fucking studio to record. He's got Neve preamps. He's got a Neve mixing board. Oh, if I had a Neve mixing board, then I'd be famous. Then I'd have that sound I'm looking for. Then everybody'd like me. But that home studio forum was like, if you were set on a deserted island, which of these preamps would you take with you? An API 550 or such and such? There was another fancy brand. People were like, oh man, Neve all the way, all API all the way, you know what? I put the API on everything I use. I'm the one that put like deserted island. I'd be happy to have a Behringer preamp. See if I don't fuck things up. You know? I'd be happy to have a Behringer. What? Right now I've got PreSonus preamps, and you're telling me that because I have PreSonus preamps in my fucking interface, my music is no good? Oh, it sounds better with Neve preamps. But that's not the sound I'm going for. What if I'm used to working with cheap shit, and that's the sound I'm kind of going for? I'm trying to get the best sound out of the inexpensive shit that I can. No, it won't sound like your album. Did Smashing Pumpkins sound like any album, or were the guitars way too shrilly with a lot of effect? Just think of the fucking solo. I will get by. Is that normal? Is the music normal? When the guys got out there to do whatever when they're doing whatever they're doing, when you go out to the garage and you start jamming out, and you're just hacking away on whatever drum set you have. Before there's the Tony Iommi model, before the Geezer Butler was signed by whatever drum company, before Ozzy had a Shure microphone, when they were just doing it, and the music just had potential. What were they using? And why would you change that? These guys got to tune their own. That's a frustrating thing. Each string you got to change. You just give it to somebody and they fucking take it and restring it and hand it back to you. Unless you know what you're doing, you don't just take your guitar and it's intonated perfectly. After a while, it has to get re-intonated. The frets need to be recrowned, maybe refretted entirely for best performance. You may get some uneven notes in there. I wonder if Jimi Hendrix really worried about uneven notes. Notes are like a little bit out of tune. You know, it's like you're hitting close to a C sharp than a C. Jimmy, it's sounding great. All on the watchtower. That's fantastic. Is that tuned? Okay, we're gonna auto tune that. Okay, so it sounds correct. Because it sounds a bit like sloppy, like it's just doing a portamento between there, and it doesn't sound right. So we're gonna go ahead and fix that so it sounds more like elevator music. You don't want that. You want it to sound like that. You were gonna sell no albums, my friend. Yes, Jimmy, you'll go down in history as like an interesting character. But Jimmy, how much money will you make? Right, but we're trying to make money and you're trying to make music. There you go with the talking about his own studio again. It's almost like you don't appreciate us, Jimmy. Battle of the Nuance by now. The techniques and stuff should be so fucking advanced and the music should be so clear and so 3D that you should feel like the instruments are in the room with you. We didn't have bass boost speakers. We didn't have super high fidelity, linear, flat response, AI, frequency adjustment. We didn't have internet telling us how to mix everything correctly. There were a handful of mix engineers that knew how to do things correctly, and some of the guys that knew how to do it sloppy. And there were a few mastering people that had such good ears they could actually master music. There was no conversion to MP3. The lowest fidelity you could get would be tape or record. And now what are they doing? Those are physical copies that at first could not be reproduced. Same with CD. Now they'll tweak the CD because that's still 16-bit, and we're now 24-bit. Whatever, we can increase and get the digital error out of there. So it sounds more warm and analog. We could do that. We have the techniques to acoustically fool you. And then the home recording level is at such a high level now that people are putting out, oh, well, fuck, the company doesn't have to do anything. More so, you're flooding the market with all your stuff. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. I put all my shit up since 2000. They're still doing record contracts the old way. Mine were just to be demo CDs and albums, and nobody was listening, so I just did some shitty albums together that was best I could do and threw them out there, hoping I could get an audience, a steady audience. That's something that I gave up on the money part. I want a steady audience to listen to my music. That's why I put up those 6 albums, eight or nine out, whatever's on SoundClick, including Troth and Dumb and Skirmish. So there's 6, yeah, that's 9. And the stuff I'm doing with Geared Mode with Blue Effects, that is paid, but that's because they're getting me notice in Australia, UK, whatever, and it broadens the base a whole lot for me just putting stuff out there and like being it's available. Like I don't go on the Spotify and I don't try and push through Reverb Nation. I put it on Reverb Nation, but the free account. Oh, there's a thing where you can audition for the A&R. So they started doing that shit. I was like, cool, man. That'd be really cool because this would be a good avenue for A&R guys to come in and see if it would. And then it's like, you just have to join Reverb, whatever. Right, so you're yet another person that wants fucking cash to try and help make my dream come true. So your dream is to make money. You don't have talent enough to put out music and get it that way. So you want to live off vicariously through my dream. Well, I'll pass. I'd give away my music for free before I did that. I'll give away my book and all my talents for free before I fucking let someone sponge off of me while claiming that I'm their sponge. I'll write the whole fucking thing myself. I'll draw the animation. I'll write all the endings to my own fucking multiple choice before I hand it off to someone else to tell me what I did wrong and how to make more fucking money. Trying to make art. Something a lot of you motherfuckers would not know anything about. Because the art you're trying to make is you're trying to make something out of yourself. Everybody else's life better. Non-stop. Not giving up. You can comprehend that kind of love, man. The love like Nuance. Like I said, 2025. Compared to 1992, there should be such a difference in the dance mixes. And he's like, we're going to try to take this mix to sound like this mix. There should be an audible difference between 1992 and 2025. Am I correct? Is there an audible difference between 1970 and 1990? What about 1950 and 1990? 1920 and 1990? Is there an audible difference? Is there an audible difference between 90 and no? There's a nuance. The kick drum sticks out a little bit more punchy. The quality, though, is the quality more like it's no? The effects, are they doing things? No. Stereo still. Between 1950 and 19, they went from, we have surround sound? Yeah. But it's still not commercially available. No, it's still not commercially priced where the average consumer can get surround sound. Why not? Money? Money. We can't, I need my check. So when your surround sound systems are like little tiny little fucking boxes. Yeah. Very clear. Yeah. Expensive to make? Nah. It's like particle board with speakers in it. The most expensive part is the electronics inside. We get that done in China for pennies on the dollar. Okay, so how much you sell it for? Like $500 here in the States. It's got a really, and it's got all the like latest features, like you can Bluetooth it and stuff. Like, well, I think a lot of people would like that. You think? You'd think that, wouldn't you? But we just can't sell them. There's a new technology. It's going to beat Bluetooth here in about like 5 weeks. These are going to go on sale for the price where I can get the Bluetooth stuff now. So those will probably sell like crazy then because everybody's so cheap. Nobody wants to spend any money nowadays on true quality. We fired everyone, and now we're complaining about how we don't have cat. They're so annoying. The public is so annoying. Don't they understand what it takes for me? How much money it takes for me to make them happy? Every dollar I give them to make them happy, it takes away from my happiness. Geez, Scrooge, you don't get any joy out of seeing their happiness? No. No. No, I want to see the people happy while I'm miserable. They're just taking from me all the time. Oh, I never run out. I just don't like people taking me. I had to work. What'd you do? Huh? What'd you do to earn all that money? My grandfather worked. No, what did you do? My grandfather fought and died for this money. I was just give it away to you. Give it away to me. Now all these assholes want some of my money. I'm gonna put my dad in an early grave so I can get to grandfather's cash before he could write me out of the will. But I mean that's some Shakespearean shit, right? And then I got my brothers and stuff to sign off saying that they don't get anything. Well, they weren't there to care like I care. God, it's like no one appreciates me. It's like I make a lot of people do all this stuff and no one appreciates it. As a when they say a labor of love, they mean it because you've got to labor, and you better love it because they're just going to treat you mean and unfair. I didn't do nothing. Really good? I didn't do nothing. And how did you get all this? Huh? My grandfather. Jesus Christ, no one's listening to me. It's so unfair. I didn't do anything. Right? Didn't do nothing. You guys had a word for people that didn't do nothing, that did do stuff, right? MAGA? It's like a tribe. You thought it was very funny. And when it's about black people, it's very funny. The Dindu tribe, right? I guess your people would be the did not do. I swear by God, I did not do that. It was a black guy. Tribe, right? It was the nigger tribe. Is that your tribe you guys are in? Biden did that. I don't see any stickers like that anymore. It was so fucking clever, you know. going around sticking things. Biden did that. He was in there for 4 years. So he did so much stuff in 4 years. Remember? Thanks, Obama. Cause of eggs. Thanks, Obama. Biden did that. Sounds like you guys never do anything. My thing just told me that we're gonna run out of battery, so I'm gonna go. I'm not out of battery, but the tablet is. So I'm gonna keep itching here. You want to come over? No? Okay.